wait for Karen to unlock my door with her master key once she arrives. I traipse across the lobby area to the glass-walled conference room and nudge the door open with my hip. After shrugging out of my coat, I drape it on the back of a chair by the wall to dry. I take a seat at the table and kick off my soggy shoes. There's a pen holder on the table, stuffed tight with Dixon No. 2s, Damien Howe's favorite brand of pencil, and a stack of pads as well, bearing the Greenbacks logo. I can at least make notes, I decide. A plan for the day, for the week ahead. It's hard to focus, though. I feel at loose ends, as if I haven't acclimated yet from my trip. Through the window, I can see that the rain's coming down really hard now, driven sideways by the wind so that it lashes the glass, with a sound at times like a train rumbling along the tracks. I notice that my throat feels slightly sore, and there's a faint throbbing pain in my temples. I ignore both and force my attention to the pad. I scribble the words "to do" across the top of the page, and then a row of question marks. I sense an answer hovering, but the words refuse to form. The muffled ding of the elevator bell pulls me from my thoughts. Please let this be Karen, I pray, but when I look up, I see a woman wearing a black baseball hat letting herself into the office. I can't make out her face, but I can tell from the height and the shape that it's not Karen. I glance again at my watch. 8:22. Surely it won't be much longer. I try to refocus on my notes, but seconds later, another noise from the front teases away my attention. I raise my head and spot a shock of blonde hair, the sight of which jolts me. God, that hair. Thick, a little shaggy on the sides, and honey gold in color. So wildly improbable here in gritty, grungy, hipster-bearded, black as the new black New York City. Once, riding the train with him to a meeting uptown, I watched as two women jerked their heads in his direction, their eyes widening, as if they'd suddenly found themselves in a subway car with a merman. Damien Howe was on his phone, talking, nodding in agreement. Striking a deal, maybe. He seems oblivious to everything else, but it's probably not the case. As long as I've known him, he's always been intensely aware of his environment. He halts at the wide counter to the right of the entrance, opposite the Pullman-style kitchen, and grabs a coffee capsule. Probably dark roast. He likes his coffee strong and never takes milk or sugar. It's surprising he doesn't keep an espresso machine in his office, because that's what he really prefers, especially the moment he rolls out of bed. I watch as he waits the few seconds for the coffee to brew, seemingly lost in thought now that the call's finished. I've been so good since we split about not looking at him, stopping myself from searching, sonar-like, for his presence, refusing to think of the body beneath those clothes, the sea salt smell of his skin that used to make me wonder if he was a merman. 5 months. That's all it lasted. We were ridiculously careful, betraying not even a hint of flirtation at work. But our co-workers had started to put 2 and 2 together. I sensed it before Damien did, conscious of their eyes swinging in slow-mo between us in meetings. Someone, somehow, detected a tell in Damien's interactions with me that gave us away, like Jason Bourne catching the reflection of an asset in the blade of a butter knife. Aware that the truth was seeping out, we agreed to cool things between us for the time being, and I put on as good a face as I could. It never restarted, and for weeks, months really, it hurt like hell. His coffee's done brewing. He secures a lid on the cup, adjusts the messenger bag that's strapped over his torso, and turns, clearly bound for his office. I lower my gaze, back to the notepad, but I sense his attention land on me. And soon, out of the corner of my eye, I see him striding in my direction. Oh, lovely. He's about to be treated to my best impression of a sewer rat. There's a whoosh as the door opens, and instinctively I stuff both feet back into my shoes